Hey guys, it's Artifact, and during my break from Ashes, one of the games I wanted to talk about was Blue Protocol, and why I'm excited, why I'm worried, and whether or not the game's actually going to come out or not. The first thing I wanted to say is I will not throw anyone under the bus. But just because the devs aren't talking about a game doesn't mean it's canceled. Now, since I got that off my chest, I am super excited for Blue Protocol. And there's a few reasons why. 1, MMO. 2, anime. This is just speculation, but it's done by Bandai Namco. Kind of hoping some of the Tales writing team is on that game. And if that's the case, then Blue Protocol is going to have an amazing story. I've been playing Tales of Berseria on stream because I've been thinking about it ever since Endwalker. What a coincidence that is, right? But the Tales games have always had great story. I feel like that might carry on to Blue Protocol. And Final Fantasy might be dethroned as the best MMO story. This is not a video I would have done 5 months ago, because as a lot of you guys know, I tried really hard. I gave my heart and soul trying to break into the Final Fantasy community to no luck. But that being said, I have more confidence to do this video because Final Fantasy is just something you cannot critique. But that being said, A Realm Reborn was insanely boring to me. When I picked up Final Fantasy in 2019, I put it down. I could not finish it. And then I picked it up again in 2020 when life went to hell and I needed something to do with all my spare time. And then once I broke through A Realm Reborn and got to Heavensward is when I fell in love with it. I tell you this for a reason, because I think Blue Protocol is going to be amazing start to finish. And I don't think it's going to waste your time with a slow burn story. I love action combat MMOs because I feel like it's more in my hands, right? As much as I love Final Fantasy, as much as I love extreme fights, Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft, tab targeting really took me a while to get used to. Once I got used to it, it's great. But action combat, I feel like it's more in your hands. You're not waiting for a bug to punch you in the face, or you could punch it back. One of the videos I watched in preparation for this video is Lazy Peons, the one he did a few years ago at this point. His first impressions of Blue Protocol. I don't like how there's no armor sets. I hope they fix that. I don't like buy your cosmetics. Like PSO, I kind of like earning armor sets, like a weird flex, right? Like dungeon gear, I like raid gear. I like over-the-top shoulder pads. And I like earning them. I feel like when your only loot is weapons and things, it kind of takes away from the MMO feel. And I'm kind of concerned about that. Another concern I have is I hope it's not in developmental hell. A lot of people have been saying, oh well, look, it's in developmental hell, it looks like it's cancelled. I think it's just stuck right now. I think we'll see a beta this year and then see full release next year. There is a part of me, okay, hear me out on this one. There is a part of me wishing on a star that Phil Spencer is like, oh, here's Blue Protocol for the Xbox during the big Xbox party on June 6th. I hate to say it, but I do not want Amazon touching the game. I want Amazon far away from it, actually, because Amazon just butchers games like that. Instead of like fixing things that need a big fix, they'll just be censoring the girls. Like, instead of fixing glitches, they'll be censoring, which will take away dev time away from important things into things that just don't matter. So I hope Amazon stays away from the localization. I kind of hope it's open world. I wouldn't mind if it's like kind of like Final Fantasy, where everything is instance, but it is a big open map. But I do hope the world is big, sprawling, full of secrets. I would love to see Alphen or Velvet as a cameo or a crossover. A Monster Hunter crossover. A Dark Souls crossover. Or, you know, Bandai has the rights to, like, Gundam and Dragon Ball. Those would be fun crossovers, too. Even though I can't see Gundam working in a high fantasy setting like that. As Lazy Peon said in his video, I don't think it's gonna, like, take over the world. I don't think it's gonna be the next big thing. I do think people will play it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, play through the story, and then get back to their World of Warcrafts and their Final Fantasies. I'm also hoping for the Trinity, right? Healer, tank, DPS. Unless you're gonna do a Guild Wars thing where you are what you equip. But basically, Blue Protocol will be the perfect mix of JRPG and MMO. You get your long story. And I imagine just because that story is going to be amazing, leveling won't feel like such a chore. I am really excited for Blue Protocol. I'll even give it its own week when it comes out. But when Blue Protocol comes out, it will get its own week. But that's a while away, so we're okay. I'm super excited for Blue Protocol. I think it's going to be a really fun time to play through. Even not as an MMO, just as a JRPG to see where the story goes. And I think there might be a chance that it dethrones Final Fantasy as the best MMO story. Dropping that hot take. Alright guys, I think I'm done. Tell me what you think below. And I'm streaming Tales of Berseria. Even though I don't stick to a schedule. I'll try to find a schedule. But I leave the VODs up. And I try to only stream it for like an hour, so that way those VODs aren't a nightmare to watch. And then sometime in June, I want to take a 3-day megathon and just stream it for 3 days straight and see how far I get. But that's still an if. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Artifact out.